Mechanics, Lami's theorem part 2. Part 1 we have already find out the uh, is one portion of the simple problems. Then next portions we will discuss. Now let's see. Solve. So in part 1 we have already find out the value of these portions. Now here we have find out the value of W2 and the value of tensions BC. And part 1 we have already find out the DC and also also already find out the W2. Now this portion we will be find out in this lecture. So before going to start, first of all you have to draw the free body diagram. How can I draw the free body diagram? Let's see. Here we can see that it is the problem. The beam string is loaded, W2 here and W1 here and W2 here, and so if these portions, this is the free body diagram of these portions. So AB is the tensions from these directions, BC is also in these directions because due to this load, and W1 is the downward directions. Now here it is the three kind of tensions acting about point B, means point B, at point B these directions acting in tensions AB, at point B and these directions tensions acting in BC is these directions, and W load is acting the downwards directions. So how can I find out the load W1 and the tension AB? Now here it is the problem and it is the free body diagram here. Then here you can see that if this angle is already given the 150, this is the horizontal line, BC is the horizontal line, this horizontal line the load W acting the downward directions, that means this angle is equal to already defined is 90 degree, no problem. Then what is the angle between this one is what, because of its total angle is 360, total angle is how much, total angle is equal to 360 because of a circle is 360. So this one is 150 and this one is 90, then this portion is how much, this portion is 360 minus of 150 plus 90. So we can easily find out the value of these portions. What is the value of these portions? Means 150 plus 90 is equal to how much, 240, then minus from the 360 is equal to 120, then this value is 120. So we have already find out, so we have find out the value of this value is how, this angle is how much, this angle is 120. I think you understand how can I find out the angle. So after that, applying the Lami's theorem at point B. At point B, you can see that when applying the Lami's theorem at point B, then according to the Lami's theorem, tension BC acting these directions. So tension B TB here, then another portions sine 90 degree. That means according to the Lami's theorem, if we take a tensions AB in these directions, then others two force means this force and this one, and take the angle between them is a what? Is how much? It's 90. That means we can write here sine 90 degree equal to, you can take another load W to this directions, then other two force, that means this one and this one, the angle between them is equal to how much? 150, means sine 150 according to the Lami's theorem. Then tension AB these directions, then angle between them others two force is equal to how much? So tension BC means this one, and others angle with others two force, this force and this force angle is equal to how much? So already find out the 120, so take the 120. After getting these equations, Lami's equations at point B, then simple way to solve the problem. So we can take this one, we can take this one and this one, so we can more simplify that. So TAB sin 90 is equal to how much? Sin 90 is equal to 1. Then W1 here, W11 sin 150 is equal to the sin 30, because of sin, according to the mathematics, sin 50 150 is equal to sin 30. We can check it is correct or not. So sin 150 is equal to sin 30. Then TBC is equal to 150. Why 150? Because of in previous lecture we have already find out the tension of BC, means these directions acting the tension BC. Here this direction tension BC we have already find out these portions in previous lectures. So tension BC is equal to how much? Already find out that 150. Then sin 120 is equivalent to the sin 60. 160. Then simple way, TB, tensions TB means tensions AB, this portions equal to, you can take this one and this one. So 150 by sin 60. Sin 60 is equal to how much? You can easily find out 0.886, and TB 150 by 0.86 is equal to 173.2 newtons. Again, we can take these portions and these portions. So W1 is equal to 150 into sin 30 divided by sin 60. 150 sin 30 is equal to how much? Sin 30 is equal to 0.5, and sin 60 is equal to how much? 0.866. So W1 is equal to how much? W1 is equal to 86.6. 86.6 Newton. So this way, when applying the Lami's theorem, after that diagram, the free body diagram, then applying the Lami's equations at different point, we can easily solve the more complicated problem in this way. I think you understand how can I find out the by applying the Lami's theorem in this problem. So in next lecture we will see more complicated problem by and solve it by applying the Lami's theorem. So thank you student watching my video. Thank you.